This morning is what caused Lucifer to fall. I wonder if you have asked yourself that question, or is it just me who asks such questions? So that's the question this morning. So I want us to consider that Lucifer, before he fell, before he became Satan, he was an archangel. He was an archangel in heaven. So now we need to understand that there's three types of archangels, or there's three archangels. You have Lucifer, who was the worshipper of heaven. He was the one who ushered in worship in heaven. He was the light bearer. So some preachers have suggested that whenever he opened up his wings, worship would vibrate in heaven. So there was this functionality when it came to heaven. The second archangel would be Michael, who is the military side of God. But as you read on, or as you do more research, you learn that he was the one who actually cast out Lucifer out of heaven. He's on the military side of God. And then you have Gabriel, who is the revelator, who's more of the messenger of God. He's the one who came and told Mary that you have conceived, you are the one who's pregnant. So now these are the archangels. So now Lucifer, being the morning star, because he was the one who showed up first before God showed up. If I can put it that way. So now he got it in his head that he was senior or superior to the other archangels. There are other angels in heaven, for example, the seraphims that are constantly at the feet of God saying, holy, 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 So he got it into his head. So now, I truly believe this is the reason why he was cast out of heaven. So now, before man was created in heaven, it was just God preceded by angels. There was the hierarchy of things. But shortly after, God said, let us make men in our image, or men be in our image and likeness. So now, men took the secondary position. This is where men came into play. So now Lucifer, understanding this, it drove him crazy. That now he is no longer that close to God. It's now God, men, then angels. So now, I think this is why King David wrote, you have put men just a little bit lower than yourself. So now that knowledge drove him crazy, because now here's what it means. It means he needs to serve us before he serves God, because now we worship God, So now it's no longer him who ushers in worship to God. We usher the worship to God. We're the ones who worship God. So now, having that knowledge in mind, this is why he made you enemy number one. Because it says in Ezekiel, he wants to sit on the throne of God. He wants to take the throne seat. So now, Lucifer, understanding that, he started plotting against God, or the Godhead. He started plotting against the Godhead. This is why we read that he managed to convince 1/3 of other angels that they should rebel against God. So now World War I, World War Zero started in heaven, where Lucifer managed to convince 1/3 of the angels, and they rebelled against God. And therefore, this is the part where now Michael cast him out, and his other angels. Where did they fall? So now this is where now earth comes into play. Earth comes into play. So when you look at Genesis 1, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Full stop. Before you go to the second verse, now, I truly believe that God would not create a planet that is formless, filled with darkness and void, He created a beautiful planet. But because when that guy fell to earth, he messed it up. There at Genesis 1. When they cast him, he falls to earth. So now, when he gets to the earth side of things, now, who's the rightful ruler here on earth? Adam. Man is the rightful ruler of earth. This is the part now. He wants to take earth from us. But before we get there, he said he made a vow to himself that if he can't go back to heaven, then he will make sure that man does not go back to heaven. So that's why you are enemy number one, because he does not have access to heaven anymore. So he makes you enemy number one. So now he said, hell, right? Hell was not created for man. Man was created for earth. Hell was created for this guy, Lucifer. That's where he belongs. But now, yeah, there's still a period before he'll be bound in chains there in Hades. So now, he has vowed to take you and me here by the tricks that he does. So now, hence, because of sin, we find ourselves going that way. He has made us enemy number one. So if we can conquer him because of Jesus, this is the part where Jesus comes into play. Jesus comes into play. He's the one who rescues us from this and puts us back into the throne room, the throne that we are supposed to be ruling on earth.